Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to a new style of What's map for Cities Skylines 2 with me, Bonbon-B. I'm Bonbon-B, you're very, very welcome. New, but familiar. I'm hoping will be somewhat familiar. I have had to change up a number of things for the new show for a number of reasons, which I guess we'll cover in another video. Let's just concentrate on looking at today's map, shall we? Now, at the time of recording, Paradox Mods is yet to be released. Now, there are some content creator maps on a third-party host, which a few of you might want me to cover. But to save complicating things, sending novices and noobs off to a third-party site, teaching them how to download and install the new maps and potentially break their system, who knows, you know what people are like. I plan on focusing exclusively on the officially supported maps, which for now means that we have 12 vanilla and 2 bonus maps to work through, and when Paradox Mods is launched, we'll have a look at the best of your work as well. But before we look at any maps at all, yeah, I've got one of those daily reminders for you. You know what to do. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. So, vanilla maps, alphabetical order. First up, Archipelago Haven by a Colossal order. Because the Colossal order made the map, it's vanilla, right? Okay. It's a European theme. It's a moderately warm and wet map, Northern Hemisphere, 16% only buildable space. All of the connections are already in place as well. Start square looks like this. It's obviously a 3x3 tile, and you know, it's fine. That main highway is the main highway that runs through the map. Every bit of traffic could be running through that highway. Just consider that when you are building. Lots of islands, mainland at the top there as well. I mean, it's island hopping, ferries and stuff. Very, very fun to do. Looking forward to that. Resources, well, this is better than a few of the maps, a few of the vanilla maps. I mean, they're uninspiring, the resources, but what can we, there's nothing we can do about it. They are what they are, right? And the same with the water deposits, the aquifers. They are about, for playability purposes, they are fine. Just, again, uninspiring and unintuitive, but there we go. Now, if you're looking for wind direction, the wind on this map generally moves in this direction. So, obviously, all your smokestacks, etc. over on the mainland and to the other side of the main island makes a bit of sense to me. And it's relatively flat. I say relatively flat. There are very few flat maps, but it's buildably flat, right? Now on to a short flyover. This is the very last thing that I recorded. I had this show completely recorded, including narration as well. And then I realised we really didn't get a feel for the map at ground level. Now, to be fair, the reason why I hadn't recorded this was, honestly, the cinematic camera in-game is a bit maff. This was about take 3 or 4. Because of stuttering, and there's some artifacts like right there on the highway that I don't understand why they are there. So yes, there's all sorts of weird things going on with the game, with the cinematic camera, but I was fairly happy with this flyover, but we'll just see. Ideally I'd like to do it by hand, but the stuttering and it was just too poor to be able to use. Now these are nice. In fact, the mountains on virtually all of the maps have just got great texturing. They're taken directly from height maps, I do believe. The tree painting to accent them is not great. It's fine in this area. I mean, this is fine. All right, this is perfectly 3-star stuff. When you come around to the side here and you look at some of the tree painting, the splodges down the side here. Yeah, this is more 1.5 to 2-star. It's just not great. It's out of sight, out of mind though, right? This, however, is very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed. I'm loving the canyon. This is one of the side islands. It's directly accessible from the main island, but it's still just a side island. I think this is very, very nice. It's just very nice, very interesting, very usable. Of course, with the new game mechanics, you can just flatten everything at no cost, and why not? But I recommend any interesting features, you should keep them in the map, because they just add a little bit of interest and a little bit of nuance to your city. That's very nice. Now, speaking of, same location, have a little look here. Spruce, and so on. And yeah, just basically, this is your biome here in terms of your trees. Let's come across to this island, though, and we have, as you can see, we've got a completely different biome. 2 different trees there. And let's come across to this one here, and we've got a completely different biome here as well, including the oak. I'm not understanding the biomes at all on this map. Doesn't make any sense to me. Detailing, let's give a little nod. Whoever made this map has actually tried to do something interesting. Not entirely sure about the spur, the way that the railroad here just ends off on a 90-degree bend. It doesn't make any sense at all to me. But at least there's a little nod to the detailing. A defensible castle on an island with rocks around it. Do you know what? That makes sense to me as well, you know? And this as well, I don't know what this is. I don't know. And it's sandwiched really weirdly between a highway and the power lines. But, you know, it's fine. There's a sword or something. Slightly phallic shaped, but there we go. Got to say, my favourite asset in Cities Skylines 2 is this new watermill. It's a beautiful watermill asset. In terms of locations and detailing, this is probably the best that I've found. Now, it's not great because this dry river here, where you're looking and go, well, that's a dry river. It should be by a river. Yeah, but there's sea at both ends. This isn't really a river. This is... I just don't get it. It's an oddity. It's a very lovely asset. Just doesn't seem to make any sense where it has been placed. So, detailing. I give a little nod to the effort. Certainly more effort's been put into detailing on this map than against some of the others. And then you got the map as a whole. Now, we're going to do what we used to do. We're going to send you over to vote on this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really doesn't count, but we're going to count it anyway to try and find the best of all of the vanilla maps using your 5-star ratings. Head on over to patreon.com/BonBonB where you can vote for free and just basically, you know, well, 1 to 5 stars, what do you think of it? And of course, you're going to wonder what I think of it, and that's why we still have the 5-star ratings and the seal of approval, assuming any of these can get the seal of approval. So aesthetically, the design of the map is actually quite interesting and quite nice, and I'm not going to say it's the most exciting map I have ever seen. It's not aesthetically the most pleasing map I've ever seen, but it does have some nice little areas, and I've got nothing really to moan about, massively speaking, so I'm going to go for a middle 3. Credit where it's due. Detailing is a bit, well, let's give some credit. They've made an effort. They've made an effort. There's nothing particularly poor on here. There's just nothing that really elevates the map to the next level. So I'm going to go for a low 3 stars. In terms of gameplay potential, probably not going to be building a mega city on this map, although you could try. But it should be actually fun to play. Again, though, the resources, etc. are not particularly amazing. So let's go for a lower end of 3. Playable, you won't have any complaints about Archipelago Haven by Colossal Order, other than maybe it's just not going to be a huge, great big grid city. But you know what? It's not always about that. It's sometimes just about fun and playability. And I think that's what we've got on this one. So well done, Colossal Order, on that map. And that reaches that. So let me know in the comments what you think of the new style of show. Obviously, this show will evolve over the years, just like Cities Skylines 1's What map did as well. So don't worry if you don't like it now, it might get better, I hope. And a big shout out, of course, to the Bon Bon Buddies on Patreon and YouTube membership for supporting the channel. Without you, What map definitely would not exist. And I'll hopefully be back very soon. These shows are proving quite time intensive to make, considering what they are. But I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks for watching.